How does the quarterback look? He started out, and Gabriel gets drafted, and Shedeur comes in, and we know what Shedeur, we know what that last name brings. You got Joe Flacco, you got Pickett, and we're gonna move on. We go in this direction, and now has that the quarterback, the situation with Gabriel and Shedeur, is he gonna get reps? Is he gonna start? Is he gonna play? Has that impacted the locker room in any way?
No, I think with our team, we all so close, and we got so many young guys, man. It's like in our locker room, we genuinely, it's almost like you in college again. It feels like, for real, like, damn, like, locker room full of young guys, but man, it's just like the energy there, regardless of who playing, those two guys, they always support each other, man. Like, it was.
The lights are on, the stakes are high, and something major is bubbling under the surface in Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns are coming off a brutal 32-13 beatdown by the New England Patriots, their record now standing at 2-6. Amidst the chaos of losses and growing frustration, rookie running back Quinshon Judkins sits down with legends like Shannon Sharpe, Chad Johnson, and Joe Johnson and drops some truth bombs, specifically about the relationship between rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders and starter Dillon Gabriel. In this video, we're going deep. What Judkins said, what it means for this team, and how Shedeur fits into the bigger picture. Let's roll. The Browns have hit a rough patch. After showing glimpses of promise, they found themselves dismantled by the Patriots. On Sunday, New England exploded in the third quarter, scoring 21 points while Cleveland's offense went stale. Starter Dillon Gabriel ended up 21 of 35 for only 156 yards, with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Meanwhile, Myles Garrett still smashed records with 5 sacks, but the win did not come. So where does Shedeur Sanders come into this? He hasn't yet taken over as starter because Gabriel is still being given the chance, but the whispers in the locker room are getting louder. Now, Judkins enters the room. He's fresh, he's hungry, and he's been around both Gabriel and Sanders in the same locker room environment. He acknowledges the competition, yet paints a different picture than what the headlines suggest. According to Judkins, both guys support each other. It's like college again in the locker room. He described a sideline clip of Sanders and Gabriel laughing after a touchdown as genuine, not staged. He said, "No word has ever been said about who's starting quarterback. We all 100% support Dillon." That's powerful. It's rare to hear that kind of unity when the team is stumbling. Let's pause for a moment. Does that claim align with what we're seeing on the field? A team with quarterback uncertainty, mounting losses, and rumors about a highly touted rookie waiting in the wings. Do you believe Judkins? Or is this a facade for what's really going on behind closed doors? What do you think, YouTube? Training camp dirt and locker room whispers have already painted Sanders and Gabriel as rivals cozying up for the job. But Judkins reframes it. He credits Gabriel's intelligence. He processes really fast, he's a great player. Then he adds, in support of Sanders, they always support each other.
And like, it was a clip I seen
I like that.
on the internet the other day, and it was like them walking down the sideline and just talking, laughing about, I think we had just scored a touchdown or something. But that's who they genuinely are. That's who they truly are. They are competitors, but at the same time, they want what's best for each other. And I don't think it's ever been turmoil or any words said by anybody on our team like about who's starting quarterback. We all 100% support Dillon. I even played him when I was at Ohio State twice. I played him at Oregon once, and then I played him again in Pasadena, California at the Rose Bowl. So I got to see him and how he is as a quarterback. He's super talented, bro. He's like super smart. He processes really fast, and he's a great player. So I'm excited to see how he develops in his career.
Yet, remember, this is all while the Browns are floundering offensively. The run game, once a strength, was completely stifled against the Patriots. 68 net rushing yards. Judkins had 9 carries for just 19 yards before exiting with a shoulder injury. The offense lost rhythm, the drive stalled, and the margin got ugly. Locking down quarterback succession is hard when the rest of the offense is crashing. So here's the big question. Is the Sanders-Gabriel narrative really about 2 guys in harmony, or is one quietly biding his time? Let's zoom out. Shedeur Sanders enters Cleveland with a name, pedigree, and expectations. Gabriel is the starter, for now, but his struggles raise questions. Head coach Kevin Stefanski says he remains committed to Gabriel, but acknowledged it's time to evaluate every position. That's coach speak for, "We've got an option waiting." Judkins, in his candid chat, is trying to smooth over locker room friction, but the optics tell a story: young roster, heavy expectations, a rookie QB from a high-profile school in the wings. And let's be clear, supporting Shedeur doesn't mean undermining Gabriel, but it means recognizing what Shedeur brings. Judkins hints at Sanders' competitiveness, but also his character. In the emotional environment of the NFL, when the losses pile up, character can matter just as much as arm strength. So when Judkins says they genuinely support each other, it's a subtle nudge. Shedeur is respected. The question is, will he be given the chance to lead? The next time you hear that locker room divide between Sanders and Gabriel, remember, the guy in the locker room says it isn't there. So what's real? The headline or the out-of-eyes insider? Now, what does this mean for the Browns moving forward? First, we have the injury to Judkins. He was the leading rusher and exited with a shoulder injury in the loss. The Browns' offense is sputtering. The run game is ineffective. Gabriel is holding the reins for now, but is that smart when the offense can't click? And here's where Shedeur's name becomes more urgent. Consider this: Gabriel's stats versus the Patriots. 156 yards, 2 TDs, 2 picks, passer rating of just 65.9. Meanwhile, the youth movement in Cleveland's locker room continues. Judkins reminds us, it almost feels like college again. He said that the vibe is young, energetic, no ego wars. That's a plus. But even with that, the team is losing, and when you lose, the cracks show. Are we seeing a bobble of the quarterback room? Does Gabriel's hold on the job crack next week? Drop a comment. If you were head coach right now, who would you start, Dillon Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders? Let's dig into what Judkins actually said, because he is carefully navigating this dynamic. He said, "It was like them walking down the sideline and just talking, laughing. That's who they truly are." He was referencing a clip of Sanders and Gabriel after a touchdown. That moment captured something beyond game time: real comfort, mutual respect. That's important in a locker room that's young, thin, trying to build identity. It suggests Sanders isn't storming the door, demanding a shot. He's waiting, building relationships, observing. That's the narrative you like when you're supporting Shedeur Sanders the way I am, for the mindset, not just the hype. Now here's a question. In a locker room full of young guys, where the offense is breaking down, is it better to have competition or harmony at QB? Judkins says harmony exists, but harmony alone doesn't win games. Talent, production, decision-making do. So the Browns have to balance all this. Feed the hype, respect the starter, avoid a locker room war, but win football games. And they're not winning right now. We must also map the bigger storyline here. Shedeur enters as the future franchise QB, yet Gabriel is the now. People see Sanders' last name, his college exploits, his potential. Gabriel has experience, already playing. For Shedeur's biggest supporters, this is the drip feed moment. You want to see Sanders step in, take the reins, deliver. Judkins' comments fuel that narrative. They suggest that when the time comes, Sanders is ready, the room is aligned, and he won't be viewed as a problem. Instead, as a solution. That's how you build a leader quietly. Judkins says, "We all 100% support Dillon. I even played him, he's super talented, but I'm excited to see how he develops." That's not just praise, it's planting a line. Support now, but expectation later. And you can feel the subtext. Shedeur's development is coming, and the room knows it. Now back to the Browns. Wins heal everything. Right now, the 2-6 record, the loss to New England, the stagnating offense, they are heavy baggage. Head coach Stefanski admitted, "We've got to look at everything." That includes quarterback play, running game, identity. The fact Judkins emphasizes a positive relationship between Sanders and Gabriel is meaningful because the last thing you need during a rebuild is a QB fight ruining everything. But here's the drama. If Shedeur enters and they lose anyway, what then? The narrative flips. So Judkins is not only backing Shedeur, he's building a case for why the team should let that transition happen peacefully. Because whether you cheer for him or not, the Browns need spark. And if the starter isn't delivering, what's the cost of not switching? Let me ask you, if you're Cleveland's front office and you see Gabriel struggle, this offense flailing, a rookie with guns and star power waiting, do you pull the trigger now or wait? Take a moment and tell me, pull now or wait? We can't ignore the human side. For Sanders, for Gabriel, for Judkins, for the entire young roster, it's about culture. Judkins' comparisons to college locker rooms, young guys, bond, underdog energy, paint a picture of a team that maybe, just maybe, gets it. But trophies won't show until production improves. With the run game stalled, the QB position shaky, and opponents exploiting them, every week is a must-win if they want to salvage something. The Sanders-Gabriel storyline isn't just media fodder. It reflects the core question: who leads this group out of the ashes? Judkins offers one answer: both respect each other today. But tomorrow? That might change fast. In closing, here's the takeaway. Quinshon Judkins stepping into the spotlight, saying what many won't: Shedeur and Dillon are aligned. That's major. It means when the switch is made, if it's made, the locker room may not blow up. It may instead say, this is the right move. That matters in the NFL. But until then, the results speak louder than words. The Browns must win, or this story becomes a distraction. So for fans of Shedeur Sanders, this is your window. Pay attention to every practice, every sideline interaction, every snap. Because 1, the locker room vibe might already be shifting, and 2, the franchise quarterback of the future is positioning himself. Judkins' endorsement of Sanders' character gives it weight. If you're a Browns fan, root for unity, hope for wins, demand production. If you're a Shedeur supporter, this moment could be the calm before the storm. And if you're watching from outside, watch this team closely. The difference between a healthy locker room and a fractured one is what separates good teams from great ones. When you step back and look at it, it's almost poetic. The Cleveland Browns are stuck in a storm of losses, uncertainty, and criticism. Yet right in the middle of it, you've got 2 quarterbacks, Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, not tearing each other apart, not pointing fingers, but actually lifting each other up. That's rare in today's NFL, especially when cameras are everywhere and every small interaction becomes a headline. And when Quinshon Judkins sat there on Nightcap with Shannon Sharpe, Chad Johnson, and Joe Johnson, you could see the sincerity. This wasn't some PR-trained rookie reading from a script. This was a young man who's living that locker room energy every day. You could feel him saying, "Yo, it's not like that. These dudes got real love for each other." But here's the twist. Love doesn't always win in football. Production does. Respect doesn't keep your job. Stats do. That's the cold truth Gabriel is living right now. Because while Judkins was praising his mental game, his intelligence, and processing speed, the scoreboard keeps saying otherwise. The Browns have been outscored 65-23 in their last 2 games. Their third down efficiency? A brutal 3 for 14. The boos are growing louder inside Cleveland Browns Stadium, and even the most loyal fans are asking, when is Shedeur getting his shot? Now, the organization's message is consistent. We're developing, not panicking. But in the NFL, development and disaster can look identical if the losses keep stacking. So here's the next question for all of you watching. Would you risk another month of bad football to protect Dillon Gabriel's confidence? Or would you unleash Shedeur Sanders right now and let him learn on the field? Tell me in the comments, because this decision might define the Browns' next 5 years. Now let's dive deeper into Judkins' words. He said, "It almost feels like college again." That line hit differently, because that tells you this locker room isn't built on hierarchy or fear. It's built on youth and energy. But sometimes, youth is a double-edged sword. When things go wrong, there's no veteran to settle the storm. Remember, the Browns already moved on from Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett earlier this year. That veteran safety net is gone. So this team's emotional balance depends on these young guys, Judkins, Gabriel, Sanders, and their chemistry. And maybe that's exactly why Judkins was so careful in his Nightcap interview. He wasn't just answering Shannon's question. He was sending a message to Cleveland's front office. We're together. Don't let the media break us apart. The Browns don't need a quarterback war. They need a quarterback answer. Because the truth is, you can't build a dynasty with division. You can't rebuild culture when the locker room doubts its own leadership. So what Judkins did, intentionally or not, was protect that chemistry. So buckle up, Cleveland. The season's not over. The story's just beginning. And to all our loyal viewers, if you're riding with Shedeur, riding with the Browns, or just love the game, make sure you stay right here with us. This is Gridiron Insights Official, where every play, every rumor, and every controversy meets the truth. Hit that like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we're not just talking football, we're living it. Stay tuned. The next chapter of the Shedeur Sanders era might be closer than anyone thinks.